Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of How Much Money Did I Spend? I'd just be giving this the most random names. That is not the name of the series. I don't know what the name of the series is, but essentially we're going to be talking about my September spending. This video should be coming off the heels of my August spending. I'm trying to do these kind of like back to back because I know I'm a little bit behind on these. So you probably heard me say everything I wanted to say in that August video. So I'm not going to hold you guys and I'm going to just dive right into my September spending. So if this is your first time watching me, I should give a little bit of an intro, right? I'm Jamila. I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup and skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks on how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. And this series is one that I started, I want to say really, really early in the year because I wanted to be accountable for my spending. I was losing my mind when it comes to makeup spending, and I wanted to really reflect on how much I was bringing in as a content creator versus how much I was actually spending. So this is kind of a way to be transparent about what it is to be a micro creator and how much you could potentially make, but also to hold myself accountable and not go crazy because makeup is an expensive hobby. So that's kind of the summation of what this is. So let's go ahead and dive right in. What I'm gonna do is tell you guys how much I spent this money, how much I spent in September, and then I'm gonna talk about how much I earned in September, and then we're just gonna wrap it up with like what is the difference between the two and how I'm feeling about all of it. So starting with the spending, September I actually ended up spending a lot more money than I did. Not a lot more. Yeah, I would say a lot more money than I did in August. Partly because what I did end up picking up was just a little bit more expensive that go around, basically. So, the first thing that I ended up picking up in September was the Adept Cosmetics Sumerian Sunset Palette. Now, I do have a full video on this doing first impressions. When I saw this palette, I absolutely 100% fell in love with it. It's orange, it's multi-chromes, I really do enjoy the Adept Cosmetics formula. And I kept going back and forth on whether or not I should pick this up at launch or wait, because it's not a limited edition palette. I probably should have waited because I could have gotten maybe 25% off of this palette. But it is what it is. It retails for $75, so it's not exactly a cheap palette, but you can use codes to save money on it. So I ended up spending $71.10 on it, which is pretty pricey for a single palette if we're being just 100% honest. Next up, I bought 3 of the Makeup Shayla and Sigma brush sets. And that's only because it was on clearance. Now, the brush set originally retails for $82, but it was on clearance for, I want to say like $22, but there were coupon codes going around so you could get it for as low as $13. So I ended up picking up 3 sets because the first time I picked it up, the coupon code was giving you a discount that brought it down to $18. And to be quite frank, from $82 to $18 for, I believe it was 5 brushes, is not bad. I only have, most of the brushes are dirty, but this is like what the pattern of the brush set is. It came with a little pencil case as well to store the brushes in. So for one of the brush sets, I ended up spending $18.92. And then for the 2 other brush sets, I got a better coupon, which brought it down to $13. So I ended up spending $13.35 twice on that. So 3 of the Makeup Shayla brush sets. Did I need 3? No, I did not. I just have no clean brushes. And I know I need to wash them, but not yet. Not yet, because I don't have the time. I wish there was a service where you could like mail your brushes to somebody and they wash it and they give you back clean ones. You know how when you go to the laundromat and you like drop off your clothes and somebody else washes it and then you pick it up and it's cleaned and folded and starched and all that? Where's the brush cleaning service like that? Just asking for myself. Because I would be so glad to like wrap my brushes in a box, send it off to somebody and let them wash it for me. If only. Anyways, so the Makeup Shayla brush sets. The next thing that I ended up purchasing was the Blend Bunny Surge palette. Yes, I bought another one. And the reason I bought a new Blend Bunny Surge is because Blend Bunny Cosmetics is actually discontinuing this palette. It might be gone by now, for all I know. And this is probably my favorite Blend Bunny palette. This is when I knew I was obsessed. I did a, a palette bingo with Dr. Ash using this palette. And I was like, yep, that's it. And I decided to pick up a fresh one because the one that I have is from when the eyeshadow shimmer formula wasn't as great. Now, this is still not the best shimmer formula, but it is better than the original that I had. So I decided to pick up a fresh Surge since I can no longer get this palette. And the reason why this is being discontinued is because the neons are pretty hard to create. Well, at least the brand says the neons are becoming more expensive to create, so it's just not economical to keep the palette around, or it would end up raising the price of the palette. So I hope you guys were able to pick this up. If it is still available, I definitely recommend getting it because it really is one of my faves, because you get pastels, you get deep grungy shades, you get shimmers, and you get neons all in one palette. I do have an affiliate code with the brand. It's just Jamila. It'll save you 10% if you plan to pick it up. But yeah, I picked up a fresh one, and I'm actually going to give my girl Cara the old one because she doesn't have that palette. And I really, really think it's a good one, you guys. The next thing that I ended up picking up was the Hourglass face palettes. I know I haven't talked about this with you guys, but there was a 20% off coupon floating around. So silly me was like, why not buy two? Yep, I bought two Hourglass face palettes, and I ended up spending $152.64. And that's because those palettes are, what, $90 a piece? So even with the 20% off, it was over $150. So that really, really kind of like blew my budget out to the water. And that's the thing when it comes to makeup, is that you can literally buy two products and spend $300, which is wild to me. You know what I mean? So let me show you guys the two palettes, actually. So I did pick this up from the Hourglass website. So in terms of pricing and returns, I don't even know what that is. So the first one that I have is the, I don't know what this one, I think this one is the second deepest one in the owl packaging. Is it octopus? Maybe. So this is the second deepest one in the owl packaging. And then I picked up the snake palette because this is the deepest palette. So I wanted to, of course, get the deepest one because this is technically the one that's going to show up on my skin tone. So here we have the snake palette. And let me know if you guys would like to see me demo these and do like an actual video using these. I think I want to, but I know that there are already tons of videos and swatches on there. So again, $152.64 from Hourglass. And then lastly, I went to the cosmetics company store twice in September because they have the new Tom Ford, what is this called? Traceless Concealer. So the first time I went there, I picked up two shades. I did film a video of me testing these two shades that I picked up. But honestly, they're pretty skin tone. So I wanted to go back and get one that was a little bit more of a highlight shade. So the first time I went there, I ended up spending $81.54 because I got the two concealer shades and two brushes. And then the second time I went there, I ended up spending $69.99. So in total, I have 4 Tom Ford concealers, which is just stupid. The original price of those concealers are $60 a piece, but with the CCO pricing, it worked out to be $30 because it was 50% off, which is about the same price of a regular concealer. Anyways, that is essentially what I ended up spending at the CCO. So in total, for the month of September, I spent $459.59 across all of the products that I purchased, which not terrible, but also not great because as you guys know, my makeup budget is between $250 to $300. So that is about double of what I was hoping to spend, or a little under double. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's not terrible, but let's talk about what I earned in the month of September. So September was actually a pretty good month for me for a couple of reasons. So from YouTube, I ended up earning $218.30. And that is because that is honestly the joint earnings from 2 months. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. When it comes to YouTube AdSense payments, you have to have a minimum of $100 in order to be paid by YouTube. So for me, what typically happens is I get paid every other month because I don't normally meet the threshold on a monthly basis for $100. I usually make between $75 to $80 a month. So I don't typically get paid every month. So in September, I ended up making $218.30. My views were a little bit higher. I did get a couple new subscribers, which was great. Thank you guys for joining me. And that's what kind of gave me, like, this is probably the biggest YouTube payout I've ever had. So $218.30. Then from my partnership with Lemonade, I ended up making $315. And then onto my affiliate links. Now, I'm affiliated with a number of brands. So Adept, Blend Money, Fantasy Cosmetica, Nomad Cosmetics, as well as I have like a general affiliate program called Shop My, where I get, like just where you'll see regular typical links to like Sephora and Ulta. So through all of those affiliate programs, I ended up earning $140.41. I don't really earn a lot through affiliate links, mainly because I don't post a lot of affiliate links. So when I do appreciate when you guys use my affiliate links, it does take a lot to link things, if we're being honest, and I'm very lazy about that. So I appreciate when you guys use my links, and I also appreciate when you like shop using my codes through some of the indie brands. But I do want to underscore that you definitely don't have to use my code, and quite frankly, sometimes there are better sales and discounts going on that I would rather you all save money through that versus just using my code. So do what's best for you when it comes to saving money. And then lastly, I'm also a paid creator with Blend Money. So I earned $200 there. And let's go on to Mercari earnings. So from Mercari, I did manage to sell a number of things. So overall, I earned $140.19 through Mercari. Mercari is not really like a creator way of earning things, but I like to include it because all of the money that I make from selling makeup that I no longer use or want, I do put it back into the channel. So I do like to include it in this summary. So again, pretty good month for me. So for the month of September, I ended up making $1,013.90, which I don't think I've ever made $1,000. And yeah, it was kind of exciting. So yay me. Now, taking away how much I spent in the month of September, what it boiled down to is overall, so the $1,013.90 minus the $459.59, I end up really truly earning $554.31, which again, not bad. It's less than I earned in the month of August, but still a pretty decent amount, considering that I was over what I wanted to spend in the month of September. So that's it, guys. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good, pretty optimistic, pretty happy. I have been feeling really down about my spending from the last couple of videos that I did because it was a little bit discouraging to keep missing your goal and to keep seeing that you're spending more than you're earning. Like, I was bleeding money. Like, I think many of us are when we buy makeup. But I can't afford to continuously bleed money on this very, very expensive hobby. So it's nice to see that in creating content, I am at least able to kind of break even when it comes to doing this, because I really do enjoy doing this, but it does take a lot of time. So that's where we are. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying to be as transparent as I possibly can be and as raw as I can be without giving all of my banking information and social security number. Like, truly, I'm trying to just be as open as I can, because if you are interested in becoming a creator, just, maybe this is helpful to see, like, what the reality is, because most of us are not at the point where we are earning what larger creators are earning. So hopefully this is a kind of just realistic look into the potential if you are creating content. Anyways, that's it for today's videos. today's video. If you liked it, I would absolutely love if you would hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Leave a comment down below letting me know how you are doing with your makeup spending journey, if you are on a journey, or any questions that you guys might have. But as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much more than you know, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!